Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Kelly Sparks, back again with my good friend Eric. So, I've been sitting on this bottle, not physically, figuratively, sitting on this bottle, figuratively for the last, well, literally, I've had it for over a year now. So this is William Larue Weller, which is the grandfather of all of the Weller series, the Weller Special Reserve, Weller 12, Antique Weller. This is the granddaddy of them all, and it's actually the same mash bill as all of the Pappy Van Winkle.
Okay.
So it's the same genetic makeup. But this one is the 2018 release, and I have decided to sit on it, figuratively, again, for a year, or just a special occasion to open it. And
that's me.
Yeah, that's him. So this one came from 2018. It is bottled at 125.7 proof. And I did read online one time, this one is around 15 years old. So it's been a while since I've had a 15-year-old. But we can get a little heavier pour on this one. I mean, we can double dip, I don't care. I'm just pouring for tasting.
Gotta start somewhere.
Yeah, it is 125 proof, so go easy. And this is the first time I've had this one. This is part of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. We got this one, Eagle Rare 17, which I got right over there. Gene and myself just did a video on that one. It's pretty much everything that you think a 17-year-old bourbon should taste like.
Okay.
Heavily oaked, super smooth, and just sweet.
Can you tell me why they call it the Antique Series? Is that what you said? Antique Series?
I think just because of the Antique Collection.
Antique Collection.
I think just because of the age statements.
Okay.
And because they're only released once a year.
Oh, that's cool.
I mean, clever marketing. It's like Andrew.
Well played.
Yeah. What the guys from the Bourbon Society say, you know what they say about bourbon, 51% corn, 49% bullshit.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So,
like so many things in life.
Yeah. Ooh. What do you...
It's caramely.
Yes. Super caramely and...
Like this goes on some cake, I'm sure.
Yeah, right? Sugar. Come here, Bonnie.
Oh, man.
Bit oaky on the back end.
Tongue's dancing a little bit.
Oh, yeah. But it's almost like perfume sweet.
Yeah. But not stuck in the back of my throat.
No, it's all on your tongue.
It's all on my tongue.
I mean, for 125 proof, man, it just started making me sweat. But...
Man, if we ain't sweating, we ain't trying.
Well, you...
Very whiny.
Very whiny today. You get up here, join the crowd. You can't. I already told her once before. She can't whine unless if she refuses to join the conversation, she can't whine. She does not listen. Come here. Come here. Like,
Second drink was a little warmer.
a little warmer.
Yeah, because my mouth's already coated in it. It finishes off nice.
It smells like a old dusty warehouse.
And that's exactly what I like in my glass.
Full of bourbon fumes. It's like you can imagine if walking into a rick house full of barrels that have been sitting there for a decade plus. That's what that smells like.
If I hold the glass up and look at it, it's because I'm checking for fingerprints on the glass.
Why?
Well, because I wouldn't know how to hold the glass up and look at the whiskey the right way.
Yeah. So I've had pretty much every other Weller version.
Mm-hmm.
And it has a very similar profile to all of those. But you can tell that there's been a little extra time and care put into this one. Yeah, I like it. I'm not ashamed I've paid so much for it, but I probably won't ever buy another one.
Just sometimes it's worth it, you know, like
Yeah.
one time, and especially if, I mean, I'm sure I could say how you drink it
Yeah.
has to do with it, but at the same time,
Well,
bourbon's meant to be
yeah, it's meant
open
to be. Yeah, it's meant
and
to be
enjoyed.
open. Yeah. It's not meant to just sit there and look pretty.
We drink it till we're done.
Yeah. But I think that's why I do get these bottles from time to time for moments like these.
Man, I appreciate it. I
Because
feel
I'm not going to sit here and just kill this whole bottle by myself. For
No.
one, I'd die. But two, like, your average person is never going to be able to get this bottle.
That's awesome.
And I only say that because most people aren't out hunting for it.
I'm not average.
Right. Definitely not average. But for one, like you pretty much got to know people.
Yeah.
If you're going to get it at retail cost, you got to kind of be in the know when they're going to start doing all the lottery picks, whenever they're going to start drawing names for people to come buy this stuff.
I did not know that.
Yeah, because I had to get in on a lottery. Hey, actually, truth be told, I got the hookup on this one last year. I didn't get picked in the lottery. It was just like, no, we don't have any more of those. And then they're like, hey, Kelly. So I'm not gonna
Come get this bottle. We don't have.
I'm not gonna reveal the names of, but
you're appreciated.
But you are appreciated. Do you want any more?
Yeah, I'd take a little bit more.
Dip off in it. Yeah.
Oh no.
Been so long.
Not if I can't open it.
Got too much beach sand on you.
I guess so.
Jeez. I've been doing all that arm wrestling practice.
I got girly hands.
I've been doing all that arm wrestling practice. My hands are like vice grips now.
Yeah, it's delicious.
Yeah, it's
Good enough that I want another glass.
yeah, right. I'm gonna go ahead and fill up a little bit. Might as well. But it kind of reminds me of. I'm just safety first. Kind of reminds me. There's a documentary called this Neat, N-E-A-T, the story of bourbon.
On Netflix?
It might be on Netflix.
I watched it.
But like the main place where they go to talk to people is Buffalo Trace, where they make this. And there's a black gentleman named Freddie Johnson who is
He's generational.
yes, he's
Yeah,
generational.
yeah, it's like
And,
grandson or something.
yeah, it's like his grandfather, like both of his dad and his grandfather both worked for two of the most well-known distillers.
Right.
Like you had Albert Bacon Blanton, I think this was his name. So like the old Blantons, you see all the bags that I got here? It's got a little horse on top. It's like it looks like a little grenade. Like his grandfather worked for Blanton. His dad worked for Elmer T. Lee, and they were like two big names from Buffalo Trace, and now they've got their own single barrel series.
So
named after them.
that documentary. So I drank Irish whiskey.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was obviously Jameson.
Yeah.
Any kind of Jameson I get a hold of after that became kind of a thing. I got lucky. We had a bartender visit Ireland and come back with some Jamesons that you cannot get
Oh yeah,
anywhere. So, and I got to have it in the Caribbean.
nice.
It was awesome. So it was one James. I was like, oh well, let me try that one, and now I'm gonna have that one. But from spending time with you, when you first got into Scotch, and drinking all the Scotches that I did not want to be
I
drinking.
force fed a lot of Isla Scotch on him.
But I put that in the same places when my brother-in-law was brewing his own beer and finding myself in a place of trying things I never had before and having somebody explain to me what's in it and helping me with the flavor profiles.
Yeah.
So I watched Neat, and it just gave me this whole different perspective on bourbon, because before, if you were like bourbon, like I'm like
Jim Beam.
syrup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like maple syrup. Like that is what goes. That's what happens to me. So looking at that and paying attention and understanding the profile, like how it's made, like understanding the barrels and being able to be educated on single barrel and things like that, and it changed how I started looking at at bourbons in a way that like I don't hesitate now. I'm like, oh, I've never had that. Like that sounds awesome.
I'd like to try that.
I want to try that.
Yeah.
You know,
I want to put it in my mouth.
And yeah, I can't say that I fall in love with everything that I drink, but
no, obviously not.
But the fun part is like, it's just a new experience for that moment. And if I don't remember what the name of it is, then I don't remember what the name of it is. But I got to drink it with some friends. Like that, I think that was my favorite part about Neat. It's like you open a bottle,
yeah,
and we drink it till we're done drinking.
Yeah.
You know, and they're not meant to be held on to. They're meant to be shared and enjoyed. You know, and I like that because I like stuff like that gives people a reason to hang out instead of sitting here twiddling our thumbs or playing on our phone.
Yeah, right. And that's that whole point that I was getting at with the end of that story, and like it brings a tear to my eye every time I watch it. And Freddie Johnson's talking about him and his brother and his dad, and they were sitting there drinking a bottle of Pappy Van Winkle.
That's it, yeah.
And he went to put the cork back in or whatever, and his dad said, "What are you doing?" And he's like, "Well, I'm going to put this back up. It's a hard to find bottle of whiskey." He's like, "You want to cherish it?" He's like, "This is the moment you should cherish." It's like, never put the cork back in, and we'll just drink it. And then 8 months later, they were both gone. So
yeah.
No,
that's exactly. It's that scene.
Yeah.
It's that scene that I was talking about that made me be like,
Mm-hmm.
this is what we're supposed to do. Like, you should take the time with a bottle of whiskey,
Mm-hmm.
sit down with some people that you care about. You know, you don't got to drink the whole bottle.
No.
But you don't put it up till you're done.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
then if you got some left, you can open it on another occasion. But taking a drink and putting the bottle away, you know, to not share with nobody. You know, like that's not the point.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
It was not made to be hidden.
Have you ever heard of tea berry?
No.
So maybe that's the flavor that...
Tea as in TEA?
Yeah. TEABERRY. Says sophisticated with notes of vanilla, tea berry, and cinnamon. I have no idea what tea berry is. But there's like a fruity sweetness that I've never tasted before that I'm getting on this.
I'm assuming that the cinnamon is part of what's keeping my tongue.
Probably. That's fine.
Because I kind of feel it on my lip now, too.
Because what's funny is this is, I don't know if you knew it or not, this is a wheated bourbon. So normally bourbons are corn, minimum 51% corn, rye, and malted barley. They use the barley just to help with the, fucking can't think of the word, basically to help the alcohols come out of the sugar.
Okay.
It makes the process a lot quicker, barley does. So what they do is they'll take the rye out and they'll add wheat. It's supposed to give it a smoother flavor profile. It's not supposed to be as spicy. So I could give you a high rye bourbon, and it's going to have like this cracked pepper, black pepper type spiciness to it.
Okay.
I like it.
Tea berry.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody's going to leave you a comment and tell us about the tea berry.
I hope so.
We'd appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to finish these off camera. But like always, don't forget to check the description below for all the links to help out around the house with the bills and whatnot. Check out the Bearded Idiots. Like always, drink some whiskey, share it with your friends and family. Like I am doing today, have a nice day. Don't drink and drive. Be safe. We'll see you next time.